stuff that I don't catch.
What was the movie that it was a huge pop movie in the 80s, and he was it was Bang Bangs did the same thing for it. He was addicted to drugs. There was a whole bunch of rich kids in the movie.
Was it the Breakfast Club?
No. It was something below zero. I can't remember now, but it was about him. Robert Downey and his group of friends were a whole bunch of rich kids in 90210, and he was addicted to drugs, and it was like a very cool movie. And I'm not thinking it was a great movie back then.
Is Rob Lowe in it too? Maybe.
Yeah.
I just don't remember the name. That's a kind of a genre movie that I don't like those 80s like pretty boy movies.
But
like,
it wasn't. But that was a hardcore movie back then. Like it wasn't a 90210. It wasn't a teen scene movie. It was a. It was almost like a Requiem of a Dream type of movie back then.
That's one. Yeah, that's one of those movies you only watch once, or I only watch once.
The movie's so depressing.
It is.
I watched my roommates when I was like 19. They're like 24, and I guess my boy was just giving me a film class because we watched just disturbing films. Really, he was like, we watched Irreversible, which is just horrible, and then after that we watched what's the gay movie with Heath Ledger and Gyllenhaal?
Brokeback Mountain.
We watched Brokeback Mountain, and it's like, fuck,
both of those movies are very good.
For those of y'all who have never seen Brokeback Mountain, it ends with a fucking hate crime. Your boy just gets beaten to death. It's awful. It's terrible.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
It's a super good movie. And it's not that I'm into hate crimes.
No,
I like movies.
He didn't have to say that, Woody. Jesus.
Yeah, I gotta be clear.
Maybe you do. Okay.
Movies that make me feel good impress me. Movies that make me feel bad impress me. If a movie really
Hollywood
makes you feel, then that movie's hit its mark.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with that. But like, I don't want to feel like that often. And Requiem of the Dream is of a dream or of, I think.
For a dream.
Thank you. Right? I always mess it up because I've never watched it after the time we watched it there in that fucking apartment that time. I was so upset. It's just so sad. I was
in that, right?
Who?
Leo DiCaprio.
I do not think so.
Wasn't he
if
in
he
that?
was, I have no memory of him being in that. I don't think he was. No. I thought it's Gyllenhaal, right? I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
It was Jake. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll watch that ever again. That was sad.
Mm-mm.
You know, another one that was sad was Trainspotting. With like all those heroin addicts and Ewan McGregor. I remember like getting like 3/4 of the way through that movie and like the baby in the crib dies or whatever. And I'm just like, why am I watching this? Like, this is awful. I know it's not going to pan out.
It did make his career.
Oh, and it did. I didn't know that was his first big
I think that was Guy Ritchie who made that. Like, it was a genius film.
Yeah.
Then it came out with a crappy sequel like 10 years later.
Mm-hmm. I like to feel something, but I don't want it to ruin me. And sometimes a film will just wreck you where like the next day you're on the toilet like, fuck, man, why couldn't he just go to rehab? like nobody would give you $20. Shit.
A movie that I want to watch again, but I can't watch certain scenes is Saving Private Ryan.
What?
That's a great one. I roll that one back all the time. Every year.
When he's fighting with the German and he's waiting for the ammo and the German's pressing the knife down slowly, like that scene is hard to watch, bro.
You know, a big misconception there is that a lot of people believe that is the same German who was spared previously at the radar station, and it's not.
Oh, it's not? Really?
It's not. That's a big misconception.
Oh.
Yeah. I always believed that until very recently I watched a thing and it was like, many people, I even had the AI fucking voice, those goddamn short fucking AdSense whores. Many people believe that in 2001's Saving Private Ryan, the sewing soldier who was spared previously is the one who stabs Private blah, blah, blah. But actually, and then they break it down and they show the guy's face and they're both didn't have helmets on, but it's completely different characters. And the fact that he does execute the radar station guy later is just him like, coming full circle and realizing that, he needs to take care of that shit. But not the same guy.
But he was brought back when the coward guy surrendered a whole bunch of people, wasn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then and he kills him.
Yeah. Yes, because he remembered him.
Yeah, he remembered him.
Okay.
The guy that he was giving cigarettes to, and they were joking around about fucking Statue of Liberty, Yankee Doodle Dandy, or whatever. Yeah. And the other guy
it did seem like
he
there were
remembered
easier
him?
ways to get Private Ryan out of there.
He had come full circle on how he felt about the enemy, and if my thought process, the reason I would have killed him would be like, I'm about to take all these guys prisoner. The last thing I need is them thinking that I'm their friend, and this guy's about to be like, oh, this guy's okay. We can trust him.
Example.
He gave me like, motherfucker. All right, come on. The other 8 of them are definitely going to stand in line right after we pop that guy too. Mm-hmm. It would be hard to take a bunch of men prisoner. That'd be a scary thing to do. You know,
especially with the
high stakes babysitting.
And I mean, like, you got to get them somewhere. Like, if you've got like 15 men, and you're like hands fucking up, and they do. Now what? Fuck.
Like what they were using, and I can say the word clip because that particular firearm had a clip. But how many would they have in that? Like 9-10 rounds? It's not like they had 30 back in the days.
In like the Garand, it's like 7 or 8, I think. Yeah. I think the clip has maybe 8, and so like one's going into the round, so you've got like 7 plus 1 at that point.
That's what I thought.
Off the top of my head, though, I've only shot a Garand once.
So it's not like he's going to have 30 rounds in the magazine to make sure he can keep all those guys prisoners secure, right? So it's even more stressful then, right? So
I
googled it. Kyle was exactly right. If anyone cares,